Hello everyone, this is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and it's time to talk about that other company on Alltime10s best of list. Now, chances are, if you saw my last video and you clicked on the link below and you watched their full video, you know who the company is and you know that it took the #1 spot. And that's kind of a big deal. And the #1 company that is going out of business that affects entrepreneurs like you and me is...
Number 1. Amazon.
Amazon. Yes. Amazon.com is going out of business. Or they're going bankrupt or something like that. It's kind of hard to tell. Amazon is a very unique company for me because people tell me all the time that I'm crazy when I tell them Amazon doesn't make money, has almost never made money, and doesn't look to be making money anytime soon. And what's really scary about Amazon is, frankly, how little that seems to affect them. Now, some people have told me a variety of different things. Some say, oh, it's smart taxes and bookkeeping so that the whole idea is to always lose money. And some people say, oh, well, they make money, but they reinvest it in the company. Neither of that is completely true, and neither is completely false either. There's a little bit of a mix of everything. But this video, I think, does highlight some of those issues, and we're going to discuss them right now. So, take it away, Alltime10.
No one seems to have told Amazon that the generally accepted point of business is to make money. Since 1994, Amazon has rarely ever made a profit, despite selling an estimated 2 billion products a year. But unusually, this is entirely deliberate. Amazon pursues a policy of what's called a free cash flow system.
So as you can see, the not making money is actually deliberate. So, I mean, some would say, well, since it's deliberate, how can it be Amazon is secretly going bankrupt? Let's continue.
In a nutshell, Amazon uses all the money it makes from sales to pay their expenses. Customers buy something on Amazon, Amazon uses the money to pay their suppliers and repeat. Or at least that's how it should work in theory.
And it's the in theory part that we got to talk about. Let's move on.
The company is making worrying losses as its Amazon Prime service, designed to attract customers through unbeatably speedy delivery times for free, is costing $2 billion more than it brings in.
Now, there is a few reasons why Amazon Prime is actually very unprofitable, because some people say, well, I pay $100 a year, and, you know, why do they lose money on that? And there's a couple reasons. One, while you might be buying a lot of stuff from Amazon, Amazon has to pay for 2-day shipping. That costs an average of $5 to $7 per item. Plus, they're usually selling the item at a loss because they want you to buy it from them, not their competitors. Also, it includes Amazon Video and free Kindle books and the Amazon Music. So, really, it's a good deal for customers. It's a very good deal for customers. However, Amazon, I think, gives away way too much for the Prime service, what you're paying. Really, it's more of a $200 per year value, maybe $250. And unless Amazon either takes some of those services out of the Prime or they start charging more, this isn't going to be profitable, and it's really hard to justify having a, you know, side business, so to speak, that loses $2 billion a year, even if it's encouraging people to shop more at your site, which I would argue they would probably do that anyway, even without the Prime.
In 2000, Amazon made its biggest loss ever, a whopping $1.4 billion. As a result, CEO Jeff Bezos fired 15% of his workforce to cut down on expenses.
Yeah, I mean, he fired people. The worker bees, they're always the ones that suffer from CEOs' poor decisions. Moving on.
Amazon finally scraped a bit of profit together in 2015, making $92 million. But that's still $590 million less than competitor eBay. And with 250 million customers a year putting pressure on Amazon's system, is that really going to be enough?
And it's interesting that eBay should be mentioned in this because, well, first of all, eBay is worth a lot less than Amazon. Yet, it also makes like $500 million more in profit. Seems odd. Seems odd that Wall Street would favor Amazon, who it seems at best profited $92 million, which considering how much billions of dollars is spent buying stuff from Amazon, that is a pitiful sum of money to be earning and profiting off of. So that's one thing. But here's the other thing, and I've said this before. Amazon is a great place for third-party sellers like you and me to sell. But they are so much more punitive towards their third-party sellers than eBay is. yes, eBay has a claim system that can be abused, but the thing is, unless you get like an extraordinary amount of claims against you, or if you're fighting all these claims and not refunding the money, eBay will pretty much just consider it like a slap on the wrist. Someone gives you a claim, you don't agree with it, but hey, you refund the money. All right, claim's closed. Nothing more to say. Amazon's A to Z policy penalizes you just for having the claim filed. You know, somebody didn't like the color that they got their shirt in. Oh, they file a claim, even though it's the color they bought. They file a claim, you refund the seller. Guess what? Still counts against you. And the funny thing is, I have been told multiple times that the third-party sellers is the only thing Amazon really makes money off. That and their cloud service. Their cloud service, because everyone's using the cloud and everyone's getting cloud services. And, you know, heck, I know people who have Amazon cloud services. And the CIA is in bed with them, so, you know. But the third-party sellers is pure profit for Amazon. Amazon doesn't have to stock the inventory. They don't have to do the marketing. They don't have to hire people to list the items. Third-party people do it for them. They sell it. Amazon takes 15%. It's that easy. So, it's, and this is the one department that Amazon is just almost determined to kill. They don't treat the third-party sellers right. They don't care. And yet, they're one of the only things that's paying Amazon's bills. I don't get it. I do not get it. So, I mean, I am not naive enough to think that Amazon's going out of business anytime soon. I mean, since it's by design, that says a lot. But I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't know how many of you have seen the movie Enron, The Smartest Guys in the Room. It's an Academy Award nominated documentary. Wonderful movie. That's what I would have given the documentary the Oscar for Best Documentary of the Year. But some movie about penguins I can't remember came out and, you know, just won everyone's hearts. So there you have it. But the whole thing about Enron was that even though it was on paper the most valuable company in the world, basically the company never turned a profit. And all they were doing to keep the company afloat was selling stock. That's all they were doing. Stock, stock, stock. Stock was what held the company together. Now, Amazon is a little different in Enron's case in the sense that Amazon is not deliberately fudging the books. Enron was cooking the books. They were putting out profits that did not exist, and that's one of the reasons it all came crashing down. But what was keeping the company afloat was people investing in the company. Amazon, even if you take away the books not being cooked, what's keeping Amazon afloat is the stock. It's one of the most valuable stocks in the world, and people keep buying it, and it keeps bringing money to Amazon's table, but that's the only way they're making money. If there comes a day where that stock dips more than 10%, be careful. Be warned. That will be the day that Amazon has to seriously reconsider how they do business, because they will not have the money coming in to cover their losses anymore. So anyway, that's all I have to say about that. What do you think? You can watch the full video, by the way, below. There's 8 other companies on this list that I have not discussed, that had this channel not been so specific, I might have discussed them. But that's good because you can watch their video, you can find out what they are. Basically, yeah, and also people who say streaming music is the future might be in for a wake-up call when you watch this video. But other than that, comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.